Salam HD family. Is there a Halal Nashville hot chicken void in your area? Check out our easy, tasty, and might I say, crispy recipe. Let's get started. Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Let's begin with our chicken. We have beautiful Halal crescent chicken. These are breast fillets. So Bismillah Rahman Rahim. So these are pretty large and pretty thick. So when you cook them, they may not cook evenly. So what we're going to do, HD family, is we're going to thin them out a little bit. All right, HD family, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this chicken and we got to thin it out so that way we can cook it evenly. If we end up cooking it, this part won't be cooked and this part will be overcooked. So a nice trick is get a plastic bag here. I'll put the chicken in here. So I'm going to put them both here. Close it. Get something heavy like a mortar or pestle. Whatever this one is. Comment below which one this is, a mortar or pestle. I never remember. We just, again, we're gonna make the chicken all even. We'll get back to you once we're done with that. All right, see family, so after some good pounding, pretty flat and even, these parts, that's totally okay. Actually gives a little bit, lots of nice texture. And all these small spots here also give a nice texture as well, so that's okay. So now we're gonna put this in a bowl here. Get to that in a second. Also nice and flat there. MashaAllah, nice big pieces of halal chicken. All right, see family, so we have our 2 pieces of chicken in a bowl. To this, we're gonna add some black pepper and Chipotle chili powder. Amounts will be in the description below. And when I say Chipotle chili pepper, this is the one I'm talking about. This can be expensive in relation to spices, but I think it's a good spice to have. Now we're gonna add some buttermilk. Amount is really dependent on how much chicken you have. You just want to make sure it's covered here. This is really thick buttermilk. So this is whole milk buttermilk. You could use non-whole milk. You don't have to use buttermilk at all. You do not. You can use milk with some vinegar. I'll put the substitution amounts in the description below as well. And now you just want to mix this. I want to mix this really well here. So this is what the first thing you want to do before doing anything else. You can allow it to marinate pretty well here. We're going to allow this to sit while we get our flour dredge ready. So for our flour dredge, HD family, I have 2 cups of flour here. Bismillah. Actually, family, I add a couple of spices to this flour dredge. You have salt, black pepper, paprika, and Chipotle chili pepper again. Put that in there. Just gonna mix that really well. All right, family, to allow the chicken to marinate as long as possible, let's get our oil to temperature. So we're going for 325. I do recommend a thermometer to help gauge when you're at temperature. I actually like to shoot for 350 because when you put the chicken in, it drops down at least 20 to 30 degrees. So, but again, you want to try to maintain the oil to about 325. All right, family, while the oil is heating up, let's get our hot oil mix ready. So here we have a bunch of spices. I have garlic powder, Chipotle chili pepper. I have red chili powder, the real red chili powder, like Sean brand, not this kind of chili powder. Okay, this is a mix of different peppers, and it's not as flavorful as the red color chili powder. And then, for example the Sean brand. And then finally some cayenne pepper. Again, amounts will be in the description below. There's one more very important ingredient, and that's brown sugar. Here's some brown sugar, HD family. Dark brown, light brown, doesn't matter. Just get yourself some brown sugar. Don't make this complicated, please. And mix it well. This way it'll be smoky flavor, peppery flavors, and we balanced out with some nice sweet flavor here. Try to break down the chunks here. Don't touch this until the very end. We'll get back to it in a second. All right, family. So let's get our coleslaw ready. Let's put I have here some mayo. I have some black pepper and salt. There's some salt in there. Normally we put sugar, but because there's sugar in the Nashville hot chicken, I'm not putting any sugar. I have some lemon juice. Actually, that was the rice vinegar. We don't have white vinegar, but normally you would use white vinegar or apple cider vinegar. And then we have some lemon juice. And let's mix that up here. And then, to make our lives easy, let's move this. I have some coleslaw here. So this has green cabbage, red cabbage, and some carrots. All right, this is a 14 ounce, so that's the ratio we're using in terms of the dressing. Pre-rinsed, they say, so bismillah. So now we're just gonna mix this here. All right, family, we have nice, beautiful, mashallah, coleslaw there. Bismillah. Let's just check it out. Let's try it. Bismillah. At this point, you can add more mayo, you can add sugar, whatever you want. But I think this is gonna be just perfect for our Nashville hot chicken. Bismillah. All right, family. Finally, I want to make a Chipotle pepper mayo. Let's open this up here. Bismillah. Okay, so there's peppers in here. We're not gonna use that. We're just gonna use the sauce in here. And this is a 7 ounce sauce. We're just gonna use all the sauce. Let's put all the sauce in here. It gives a nice, more smoky flavor. If you really want to, you could put this in a blender and get the peppers in there, but I think I'm okay. There's plenty of flavor here. I have a total of 1 cup of mayo here. And now we're just gonna mix that in. Should use the bigger bowl. Mix that in here. Taste it, bismillah. Oh my God. Alhamdulillah. Super simple, but one of the best Chipotle mayo you can ever make. All right, fam, let's get dredging. So let me move this here for a second. I'm gonna take out our chicken here, allow any excess to drain. All right, we're gonna put on our flour dredge now. And with your clean hand here, what I like to do is cover it, cover it, cover it, cover it, and then you're gonna press. Press, 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 press. Flip it here. Keep this one dry. Okay. And now you want to press it in as best as you can. And when you think you've pressed enough, press some more. All these spots here, HD family, need to be covered. All these spots here gotta be covered very well. See all these spots here? Need to be drenched and packed in here. So now you can tell that, trust me, we have plenty of flour here. This is to ensure that your breading doesn't fall off, slide off. That really annoying problem we have here in the first world, I guess. Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, for all our blessings. Press it in, press it in, press it in. Okay. Every nook and cranny is covered. Put that to the side. Now we'll do the same thing for the other one. Now after you made sure every nook and cranny is covered, let's get ready to fry. Bismillah. So when I put it in HD family, just so you know that I'm gonna be shaking off any of the excess flour, okay? HD family, our temperature is at about 350. Again, you actually want to be cooking at 325, but I start off with at 350 because once you put the chicken in, the temperature does drop, but try your best to maintain at 325. It does make a big difference controlling your temperature. Ever since I've done this, our fried chicken game is much better. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. All right, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. And put it away from you, family. How long do we cook these for? Until they're cooked, until an internal temperature of 165. We do have a thermometer check for that. I do like to flip them every 1 to 2 minutes. When you're frying like this, just to keep things moving along, make sure things are being fried evenly. Because we don't have a commercial grade fryer. All right, so family, so we have our chicken cooked at 155 degrees internal. I checked it with the thermometer here. MashaAllah, it's looking amazing. Put it here on a wire rack. Careful. These are your powders, actually. MashaAllah. Nice and beautiful. And layer it. Alright, HD family, let's get our hot oil mix ready. Here's that mix we made earlier with the brown sugar. Now, we're gonna take some of that hot oil as soon as you're done. You do not wanna put the whole ladle. You just wanna add just a little bit at a time here, probably half a ladle, maybe a couple of 2 to 3 tablespoons. And what you wanna do is mix it in. Okay, you wanna start off with the paste, and then you can get watery later on. Okay, so that's a little bit more. If you add too much oil, it's gonna be an oily mess. Okay, so better to start off slow. Okay, so this is a little bit, still a little bit pasty. That's okay. Mix it, mix it, mix it. Add a little bit more. Mix that in really well. This is about the consistency you want, HD family. And we're gonna apply it to the chicken right now while it's hot. All right, HD family, so what we're gonna do is, this is where the flavor is. So don't just put oil, so make sure to mix it, make sure to kind of lift it a little bit. And now we're gonna start painting. Bismillah. Okay, so this is the spicy part, HD family. If you don't want it too spicy, you don't really have to put as much as we do, because we like it that way, so. All right. Just get all the edges here, flip it over. By the way, let's do a crisp test. We have to try a crispy test. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Bismillah. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. What a blessing. Alright, family, keep painting. There's no good way to do this. Just gonna get in and do it. Now let's do the other one. Let's paint the other one here. Alright, family, these Nashville hot chickens are ready to be layered. Alright, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Let's get started. Alright, family. So we have our Nashville hot chicken. We have some toasted brioche bread. You can use any bread if you want. Anyways, we're gonna put just a little bit of the Chipotle mayo on the bottom here. Don't put too much yet. Just a little bit. Otherwise, it's gonna start falling all over the place. Which one's the bottom here? Try to center in the middle here. Okay. Now we have some dill pickle. There's a couple ways to do this. You could cut them in circles, but we actually like to cut them flat like this. So that way in every bite, you're getting a bite of the pickle. And they're not falling all over the place. Fine, I'm gonna put our chicken. And then we're gonna put this piece of chicken right here as well. Now let's add some of our coleslaw. MashaAllah. I like a little bit of extra coleslaw. Let's add some coleslaw to this one. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do, HD family? It'll hold better if I flip it. Yeah, that's much better. All right. It's kind of like a bowl. There we go. Yeah, it holds much better like that. All right, MashaAllah. Now you can add a little bit of more mayo on this one to hold, but I think it should be okay. So let's top it here. MashaAllah. Bismillah. MashaAllah. There's your Nashville. There's your Halal Nashville hot chicken sandwich, HD family. All right, HD family. After about an hour of preparation, we finally have our Halal hot Nashville hot chicken, and it's looking amazing. So let's take a bite. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. First bite for our brothers and sisters. Who we're gonna make dua for today? We'll make dua for everyone, but who we're gonna make it for today? Our brothers and sisters in
Chicago.
Chicago. There we go. All right, your turn. First bite for our brothers and sisters in
Chicago.
Chicago as well. All right. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Let's take a bite. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. This is so far my best halal Nashville hot chicken sandwich, and I think if you follow the recipe, you'll definitely enjoy it. It is spicy, but it's balanced with the brown sugar. You also got the balance with the pickles here, and the coolness of the coleslaw. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. What a blessing. Whew, spicy. What a blessing to be able to enjoy this good food. As always, HT family, remember to keep the ummah in humanity in your dua. And with that, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace be to you all.